It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I am the Mad Dog. It's Tuesday night. I lost today, folks. This happens on live radio. You know what happened? Because we weren't here last night.
Nope.
So it's like a Monday night to me. It feels like fresh. So we are What's the Buzz podcast on a Tuesday night. This is so weird to think like this is our Friday already. God. Crazy stuff. Tonight, inside the New York Bee Gees with Peter Mazzeo. But before we talk about Peter Mazzeo and before he gets here, because he's not even here yet, folks, let me introduce my crew to you. This is the Pitbull. We call her the Pitbull. Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman. And God forbid, but he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Big Cal Yater. How are you, Cal?
I'm all right. Good evening to you.
Chicago says hello. Yeah, it's a windy city, Chicago. I love Chicago, by the way. Great place. Great pizza, too. Chicago-style pizza. There's only two places, really, if you're like a pizza hound, New York and Chicago. But don't tell anybody. There's a little secret weapon called Philadelphia. Philadelphia, man. Place, some great pizza. You guys ever been to the Jersey Shore?
No, but I want to go there one day.
I have never been that far north.
No, I don't think you've never really been outside of North Carolina, right? South Carolina. Well, there you go.
I've been practically everywhere except for New York, New Jersey, Maine, the New England area.
In other words, every place except the good places.
Yeah.
So you've seen the rest of the country shit, but you missed out on the good stuff. Big Cal. Jeez. Well, tonight we have a special guest. We're gonna be joined shortly by we hope we'll be joined shortly by Peter Mazzeo from the New York Bee Gees. And I don't know where Peter is, but I'm sure he'll be here shortly. And if not, then we'll just do the show without him. We are, and he confirmed tonight. So, Peter, if you're there, if you're out there, Pete, give me a holler. Let me know that you're somewhere in the vicinity.
Well, don't a lot of them accidentally try to join through the YouTube?
No, I don't think he's going to be joined by YouTube tonight. I doubt that.
Angelo did turn on his phone, so he's gone.
Okay, hold on. Amelia?
Yes.
Let me take care of Peter. Okay, you guys talk.
So, yeah, because I tried calling him earlier, and he says, "Oh, I did make sure it turned off my phone for when I was in the hospital." I was like, "Yeah, you turned off your phone to not get any phone calls."
Speaking of phones, I have forgotten to put my phone on silent. I better fix that before we have. Yeah.
Yeah, you had. We were talking earlier about places. I've been to California, of course. I'm from Texas. I've been to New Mexico, Arizona. Of course, I live in Florida, Louisiana. We've been to North Carolina. I've not been up north.
I've been to every state in the Southeast, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Mississippi, yes. Been to a bunch of places in the Midwest, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and with Eddie, we've done shows in California, Washington State. I don't know. I need to check out New York, but under the current climate, probably not.
Yeah. Right now I don't know. I'm gonna just stay away from it for a little bit myself, I think.
Yeah, let New York sort itself out. Like right. I've seen the movie Escape from New York. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just like that in a matter of months.
Yeah, I went to Washington D.C., but that was when I was in high school. We were in choir. We had a choir competition there, and we went and toured around everything. It was pretty fun, but we just stayed there for a week and then came back. I think it was when Ronald Reagan was president. That's the last time I went. It was fun.
When who was president?
Ronald Reagan.
God, that's been a while. What were you like 4?
No, that's when I was in choir class in high
Oh,
school.
choir class. Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, we went there. We raised enough money to go there for a whole week for choir. It was fun.
Hey.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Trust me.
Yeah, no kidding. Ronald Reagan. He
Yeah.
was president in 1980. That's
Hmm.
you realize that's like
It's
47
50.
years ago?
Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah.
That's a long time. Yeah, like 46, 47 years ago. That's a long freaking time.
Yeah, we went
Jeez
to
whiz.
choir class. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was fun though when we went and we toured the White House, and there's only certain parts that, like you said, you
Right?
can only tour, and we got to see the presidential plates of the first ladies, which ones they chose, for what year that they were the first ladies, and it was
Right?
fun. And we got to see the Washington Monument. We got to see the Capitol building where they would sit down, the senators and stuff like that. And it was nice going back then, but
Right.
nowadays I wouldn't recommend it for a while.
Yeah. Take your life in your hands.
Yeah, yeah.
For real.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, for real.
Detroit got pretty. I remember I went to Detroit a few years back, and
Why? Why?
I don't know really. My uncle asked me to.
Are
One of
you
my
a
uncles
glutton
asked
for
me to.
punishment?
So anyway, none of the stoplights were
Wait a minute,
working.
no. Anyway, my ass. I want to know what the hell you were doing in Detroit.
My uncle, he wanted to go meet a woman and didn't tell me that was the reason. So we made that trip so he can meet this woman. And I'm like,
Oh my God. Are you
yeah,
serious?
yeah. And they were like literally no traffic lights were working. You had the treat in this big city with big skyscrapers. Every four-way, you had to treat it like a four-way. All those skyscrapers were boarded up. Like I would
Wow.
not want to be there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is crazy stuff. Oh man. Leave it to Cal. Leave it to Big Cal.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. I was deceived.
I'm not saying nothing.
You were there under false pretenses.
Hey, talk for a second.
Well, no. So the thing with my uncle is he asked me to go with him because he said he had to go somewhere out of town, and he's narcoleptic. So he's been known to fall asleep behind the wheel. So he basically asked me to drive him up there. He paid me to do so, but I didn't know it was to meet a woman. And till this day, I will always make fun of him for that.
Say, haha, you owe me more for that than what you paid me.
Yeah, so we went there, we met this person, stayed a couple nights. She made some awesome wings, but obviously her and my uncle didn't see eye to eye.
Uh-oh, that's not good when you don't see eye to eye. It's like, can we go now?
No, the most awkward thing is that she took us to this church. It was this church. So this church that I went to, it was called Faith Assembly of God, and apparently there's like faith assemblies all over the United States.
Right.
And she takes us to this church, and I swear, me and my uncle were the only, I'm not trying to get racial here, but we were the only ones there that were not white. Like it was,
wow.
And then they made a spectacle of us, like, oh, do we have any visitors? And I'm like, oh, this is the most humiliating. Oh man.
Amelia, how did I get on this side again, Amelia?
You always do that every time that you come back in.
Right? Our guest is here.
Yay.
Live and in person.
We can't hear him though.
I can't hear. I can see Peter, but I can't hear him.
He must have his mute button on.
He probably has his mute button on. Let's see. Let's get Peter here.
Yeah, he must have his mute button on. Hopefully.
Oh, Peter, hey, we got him here. Now we got to listen.
He's probably thinking the same thing, that he has his mute button on.
I know. I can't hear Peter at all.
Hold on.
He's got a great picture, but I can't hear his voice.
He did have the mute button on, but we took it off, and now he should be.
His golden pipes.
We can't hear you.
Let me see if I can do anything on this end, Pete. Hold on a second,
That's
brother.
some really good camera quality, though.
Not yet. Not yet.
Let me see here, Amelia.
Uh-huh.
Is Peter's microphone on or muted?
It's muted now. Now it's on. Now it's muted.
Okay.
Now it's on. It was probably on his end.
Yeah,
Or
Peter, you
on
got
his
check
computer.
something on your end. Do you have anything plugged into your ear jacks or earbuds or anything like that? No.
Maybe on his
Are
settings.
you on a Windows device?
Maybe check his settings.
Oh, you're a Mac? Oh, I don't know anything about Mac. If it was Windows,
check his
I'd be able to
settings.
help.
Have him
Okay.
check his settings.
Why don't we, Peter? Check this out. Go out and then come back in. Sometimes that fixes it.
Yeah, sometimes with the settings, it might fix it sometimes because of that happens. And then,
Okay, let me see. We're gonna get Peter out, and then he'll pop back in.
yeah, because sometimes with the settings, that'll help.
Yeah. Hold on there, folks. Okay, we're gonna fix this up here.
Hey,
I
Benny's in the
end
house.
up on this side with Amelia.
Because
Somehow,
I'm the favorite.
right?
Hey, Benny.
He's on a Mac. See, I don't know anything about Mac computers.
No.
I know people who have them. Here you go.
Does that work?
Yay!
There you
All
go.
right, so I had to switch to
Yay!
my Android phone because I guess Mac just doesn't work with this stuff.
Oh my God!
Yeah, well, no,
his
you know
voice
what happens?
does-
I've had other people on here with Mac devices, and for some reason they have to, and I don't know why. Amelia and I still can't figure it out.
You know who did that?
What?
Sylvia. Remember?
Yeah, Sylvia, the country
The country
artist we
singer
had.
did. She had to switch. So her,
Yeah, she had to go out and come back in. Peter,
That's
let me
cool.
do
As long as I got off my Mac, I went on my Android phone. As long as we're working, that's all that matters. We're all good.
Perfect.
How are you guys doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I want to tell everybody why you're here, and then I want to show them why you're here. But when you get to be like our age, you have to switch glasses so you can read.
He does.
I'm
Not
taking
me.
mine off. You're all a blur, but I know I look like either Clark Kent or Elton John wearing those
You can
glasses.
put them
But
on.
Right, all right.
You can put them on. That's fine.
okay, cool.
Let me tell everybody about Peter Mazzeo.
Oh, there
Peter
you are.
Mazzeo
Hey.
is Peter Mazzeo. First of all, he's a hell of a performer. You're going to see him in a little bit. Peter Mazzeo is an American vocalist, best known as the lead singer of the New York Bee Gees. It's a New York-based tribute act of the Bee Gees. He is this man. I want to say something. I'm going to get in trouble with Bee Gees Incorporated, but Peter Mazzeo does Barry Gibb better than Barry Gibb. Okay,
No, don't
he's
He's like, no, don't
do that. And I was cool up until now. I mean, like under the radar. Now, no, thank you. I appreciate that. We all work very hard at the show, and it's always fresh to us. And all I want to do is pay tribute to these these are the masters of music for decades, along with the Beatles and all these others, and just want to do the right thing and present them in the best way that we can, giving our best effort.
Absolutely. Peter Mazzeo is a talented tribute performer whose career centers on faithfully recreating the sound and the stage presence of Barry Gibb and the Bee Gees. Through the New York Bee Gees, he has built a reputation for delivering high energy, authentic performances of one of pop's most incredible and enduring vocal groups, the Bee Gees. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend, my new friend, Peter Mazzeo. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was such a nice surprise getting it was such a nice surprise, getting an email from you guys. Thank you so much. It was really nice.
When we have someone of your stature, we have to do this.
Yes.
We have to do it like the right way. So there you go.
You do look a lot like Barry Gibb.
He does. I know when he came in, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, wait, you got to see him on stage. You're going to see him in a little bit. First of all, Peter, welcome to the show. I want to tell everybody, see, when I see a performer, and I see a lot of them, my wife and I are regulars at the Broadway Theater of Pittman. We are.
Great venue. Love it there. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great venue. I love that place, man. It's a
great people, and we have been there for years, and they're just really top shelf. All of them just really nice. Just a great, always a great experience. And you know what? We love the support that we get from the community there as well. We always have a nice amount of people. Love it. Just we're grateful wherever we go.
I don't know if you know this or not. You probably don't. But when you were there, the performance I saw when you were there last, they had people literally that they had to turn away outside. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah,
they turned away like 600 people outside.
Wow.
For real.
They give us a comp list, which is in our standard in our contracts, and unless we have some people, relatives or someone to the family to the band or something, and I said just take our comp list as well, because we knew that it was going to be a sold out show. So again, the support is just. It's great. We love being there. Really, really nice.
1,200 people.
And thank you to everybody there.
Yeah, 1,200 people all became family that night. And one of the things that unites everyone, whether, black, white, red, or green, is music. Music is the unifying presence in all of our lives because we can all relate to it.
Absolutely.
Music has no color. It has no racial boundaries, and it has no... for lack of a better word, it has no. Amelia? What's the word I'm looking for? It has no stoppability. You can't stop the music.
It has no barriers. It's just everybody. It's the common language wherever we are, whether we're here in the States or if we go to UK and stuff like that. I always found that no matter what's going on in this crazy world. Music is always the common language. Everybody gets along. They love it. They come dressed up for the shows. One thing that's beautiful about the Bee Gees music, it reflects a certain era. And when people come dressed up, they know what they're going to hear. They're in a good mood. The Bee Gees music gives everybody such a great feeling. It's up. It's energetic. It's positive.
Absolutely.
And from jump, we come out doing Night Fever and More Than a Woman, and you do those songs, and right up the top of the show, everybody's like, okay, we're in, and they're that's what they want to hear. And once you do that, you go wherever you want with the show. But the music, I mean, the body of work that the Bee Gees have created just brings people all together all over the world.
Peter, you are a long-time musician. You and I spoke briefly on the phone.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for the better part of 45 years.
Yes.
I know, right?
Like some better years.
It's been a while. Oh, by the way, our friend Benny Scala is in the house tonight. Hey, Benny, how you doing? He's a member of our family at WTBR Radio. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about was, and we spoke, you and I spoke briefly about it on the phone, but I want you to share your story with my audience, which is sizable, by the way. You began as a part of like a lot of people do, as part of a band. And many bands, to use your words, a lot of bands. And one of the things I wanted to find out from you was how did you justify making the transition from solo artist to band member, and how then did you become hooked up with this tribute performance? It's quite a journey.
Well,
I'd like you to share that journey a little bit.
I started out in, if anybody's familiar with Long Island and the New York area, that's where I grew up. And when we started, myself, I've been in so many bands. And as I migrated out to Long Island, I wound up playing in 5 bands at one time, 60s bands, 70s, whatever it was, because the music scene in Long Island in the 80s especially was when I sort of I got into Huntington, Long Island, the summer of like 85 going into 86. And the music scene there was totally electric. It was great. I mean, we were playing at every venue, even if it was with a block away, but not just us, many bands, and all different genres. Didn't matter what it was, 60s, 70s music. I was in all those kind of bands. But then as life moved on, I was in a band called Just 60s, and then from Just 60s, it was Blue Eyed Soul. And from Blue Eyed Soul, there was another band across on the South Shore of Long Island called Ricky and the Roaches. And Ricky Roach was, who's still playing, is a tremendous solo talent now. But Ricky's band came to the North Shore, and I actually migrated from my band into their band. And that was with played, and we've all been playing together since, which is, I mean, decades now. And in that, we were playing the bar circuit, the college circuit, tri-state kind of stuff, college stuff here and there. And to be quite honest with you, I just got tired of it. I was tired of just first one in, putting up all the equipment. Everybody gets paid. You sit there, and then you're dragging all your crap out and all that. And I had a conversation with Mike Flint, our guitar player, who's in the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame with his band Riot. And I just said, I'm not into this anymore. Let's maybe think about a tribute thing. And this was 2014. And it was funny, right before we came on, I have a poster here. I know if you could see, I have all these posters for our BG show.
Yeah, sure.
But there's one here in front of me, which you can't see, which is our first show at BB King in Times Square, where we started May 14th of 2014. And a couple of months before that, maybe a little before, Mike and I were having this conversation. And I said, I don't know, maybe Bee Gees. Mike's a big Beach Boys fan. And I was just kicking stuff around. But I knew I just didn't want to keep playing locally anymore. And we wound up playing a gig. And our keyboard player, Manny Fogarazzo, as I was walking up to the stage, Manny is on the Happy Together tour now. He's played with Alan Parsons, Christopher Cross. All the guys in the bands all the guys who play with us are just world musicians, right? Manny starts noodling "How Deep Is Your Love." That's my favorite Bee Gees song. So as I jumped to the stage, I said, "Do you know that whole tune?" And he went, "Yeah, I guess we get through it." I literally turned around and we did the tune. Mike said to me, he goes, "Wow, you sound just like Barry Gibb on that." That stuck in my head. So I went home and I was looking for names for a Bee Gees tribute. I was like, that's what we're going to do. Because I've always been able to sing, thank God, I was blessed to sing really high, like 3 octaves and all that stuff. So in all our bands, I would sing Frankie Valli or Lou Christie and all those kind of stuff, which I love that music.
Absolutely.
But I truly love the Bee Gees stuff. And from there, my best friend is Vance Brescia, and Vance is the musical director for Peter Noon, Herman's Hermits.
Sure.
So
I know Peter very well.
Yeah. So Vance, I tell this to Vance about him. He's just like, "Yeah, it's a great idea, Maz." He happens to be playing at BB King's the next weekend or so, and he goes, "Come in, watch the show." As I walk in, he introduces me to the general manager, and he says, "You have to hear. This is Peter Mazzeo. You have to hear his Bee Gees band. It is amazing. You have to have them here." I didn't have a band. I just had mentioned it to Ben. I looked at him. I like went white. I was like, "That's great." And Kobe is the fella who was managing at that point. And he goes, "I love the idea. I'll have you here in 2 weeks, and I'll start you at Lucille's, which was the side room to the main room.
Right.
And I said, that's too soon. Anyway, we go back, we work it out. We play Lucille's, we sell Lucille's out. And then we became regulars at the main room at BB King's until they closed. We played there every month, once or twice a month. And basically that's how the Bee Gees thing happened. And once we did that, that gave us a lot of credibility right away, where a lot of bands, as you know, you have to play years, you have to do a lot of things. That gave us immediate credibility. And from there, we just started to play a lot of venues, and we started to collect agents that were, interested in that music. And let me just say, at that time in 2014, there were not a lot of Bee Gees bands around. It was ourselves. There was Staying Alive out of Canada, and the Australian Bee Gees, who were great guys, know them personally, wonderful guys on the West Coast. And then we got into that where we were, we became one of the top bands in the nation doing it, and we just went from there and continued to work hard at it.
Wow.
I have a couple of people here that are Bee Gees fans. Amelia, she's a huge mark. Amelia, questions for Peter?
Absolutely. What is your first thing that you guys do together before you get on stage? What is like y'all's thing to do? Do y'all like sit,
Do you have like a ritual, like a lot of people? I know Metallica does a big huddle before they go on. What do you guys do?
No. And we are not Metallica, believe me.
Y'all like, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be
at this point. I kid around. I always open the show. We do a few songs, and then after we do, what do? We do Night Fever. What do we start with? Night Fever, More Than a Woman, and then Tragedy, and then we take a break where you say hi to the audience, and as they say, you break the window and you tell a joke or something just to start the stage to audience circle, if you will, and start to make the audience part of your show.
Right.
And when I first started it, I used to do an English accent and say, "Hey, everybody," and everybody, because they think you're a Bee Gees band, they sort of, and then in the middle of it, I say, "I don't know why I have this English accent because I'm from Long Island," and get a chuckle out of that. Well, you know what the jokes are now? The jokes I always say, we just got together and we lined up all the shots that we do, because we haven't been together in a while. And so I did a shot of Ozempic, another one did a shot of Metamucil, and, because we've been doing it so long. But we have been a family. We have been playing together just because the Bee Gees band is together for going on our 13th year. We've all been playing for well over 20 years. I think Tammy is the least tenured in the band, but Peter and I, the drummer, we've been playing with each other for 35 years. So, like you guys, how you work, you become a family. You become an extended family.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's it. Everybody knows what they're doing. We play the same set list every once in a while. Some grunts and grinds. Can't we change it? And I am honest. I don't want to change it because I purposely put it together so the show has a dynamic, a landscape. And
it's been said to me, Peter, that there's a certain rhythm in doing the same set list. I'll give you a perfect example, and you're not alone. Elvis Presley, the late Elvis Presley, did the same set list for the last 8 to 10 years of his life in concert.
Yeah, sure.
Because there was a first of all, there's a comfort to it. There's a pace to it. The songs.
It has a landscape. You're correct. Yeah. And years ago, I was managed when I first started. I mean, a neophyte in the business. I've always been blessed to have really great people sort of steer me or give me stories or anecdotes or be involved or around people that you could glean stuff from. And one of the first guys that really helped me was Arnie Silver from the Dovells at a Cherry Hill.
Arnie's a great guy.
Right? You know Arnie? And
I know Arnie and Jerry. Yeah, I sure do. And I know Mark Stevens. I know all the Dovells.
Well, Arnie,
the ones that are still with us.
Yeah, Arnie is a wonderful person, and his wife Leslie. I mean, I haven't seen Arnie. I mean, maybe since I started, but he was one of the first guys that managed me, not as a Bee Gees thing, just as an artist. This is many years ago. And when Arnie told me, Arnie had a great line. I think it was as a Dovells. He said we had a lot more bombs than we had balloons, but regarding hits. And he's a brilliant guy, a great sense of humor. I love him still. But he told me stories about when they went, I think, to the Sands and Caesars and opened for Bobby Darin, Sammy Davis, and all these acts. Wow. And he told me stories that I never, to this day, I have never forgotten. How he said, Bobby Darin, people would ask him, why do you do like Beyond the Sea? Why do you do all your hits up front?
Yeah.
And, that's what people are waiting for. Bobby Darin said, I give everybody what they want to hear because after that, I can take them where I want to go rather than having them go, all right, when's he going to get to his hits? And I never forgot that. Sammy Davis I'm really going to make this short, but told him a story about how to get the attention of the audience and that the stage is a circle. It doesn't matter. You're playing to one person or 10,000, 100,000 people. The stage is a circle. You sing to the back of the room and you make the room intimate. And that's one thing that myself as a performer, and you make it like we're doing right here. We're having an intimate conversation, right? Absolutely. That's what you want to do. That's why some of the shows I'll sit at the end of the stage at the Paramount Huntington, which has been our homestead for years, or because we're from there. And you sit there and you sing "How Deep Is Your Love," or any of the songs, and you're in touch with everybody. You shake their hands, and they're your friends. And just before you said, Ange, we're at 1,200 people, you go in as strangers and you come out as friends.
Exactly.
How blessed do you be able to do that? I mean, that's really an incredible thing to accomplish. That's really a great thing to accomplish.
Peter, I am up against a hard commercial break right now. When we come back, I will have Cal start off questions, but we will be back, folks, in 1 minute and 1 second. Go. Take care. We'll be back.
Hey, Max, what's going on? I'm X, and from this moment on, I'm going to be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. Let's go. Up next, I know you've been on a summer song kick lately, so I went back for some of your old summertime favorites to see if it warms you up. Next up, some of the music you had on a lot back in 2018.
Do you think of me? Walking out there.
All right, Max, let's get you out of your feels and switch up the vibe. You've been into dance music lately. I got this brand new release to get you moving. Introducing DJ, the best of Spotify made just for you, one tap away. Powered by AI, delivered by me. You're very...
You're on a hot date, you're making the cut. You can't be dealing with a faulty left nut. Manscaped is the answer for your gnarly nut sack. Before that babe tells you to hit the road, Jack. In this crazy world of ours, we're often climbing the walls. In all of the confusion, don't forget about your balls. Manscaped to the rescue for your precious crown jewels. Get it today, don't delay.
Please be good to your tools.
A message from Manscaped.com. Lyrics by The Player, Benny Scala. By the way, we just premiered that nationally for the first time. Manscaped has been our sponsor for 7 years. They allowed us the blessing, you're talking about blessing, to premiere a song that we wrote for them. Thank you, Benny Scala, for words and music. And Benny is actually in our chat. There's the player right
Benny.
there. So we are back, and WTBR Radio is live right now. We are broadcasting live on our two newest stations, and actually three newest stations, to be honest with you. RAI Radio in Rome, Italy, RTL 102.5, also in Rome, and K-Pop Radio 1 in Seoul, South Korea. That's the #1 station in Seoul, South Korea, folks, K-Pop.
Wow.
Well, Buongiorno for Italy. I don't know any Korean.
I'm either.
All right, Big Cal Yater, you are up to bat.
Fire away.
All right. So, unfortunately, you kind of took my question away from me because I was specifically going to ask you about your set list.
Yeah.
But you've already answered that question. But my question that I came up with next is there any songs that you guys had difficulty bringing to fruition, like in the process of trying to, I guess, perfect, the music? Have you had any difficulty along the way at all?
No, a lot of preparation went into the show, I've got to say, but also, again, the musicianship of, and I have to name everybody in the band because I am the front man. I strum on, like Barry plays on certain songs, but without the musicianship of Mike Flint's on lead guitar, Peter Lazos on drums, Manny Focarazzo on the keys, Tommy Flint's on bass and vocals, and he does our Robin, Manny does our Morris, and Tammy, our female lead, when we sing songs like, as Andrew seen the show, Guilty, we feature Tammy in songs that the Bee Gees have written and had success with the female leads. Though we just would rehearse it till you get it right. But the ability for those guys and Tammy to pick everything up, you're talking about people, first of all, musicians that have perfect pitch. I mean, you really are. You're talking about gifted people. The other guys that play with us, George Cintron, who's played tours with Enrique Iglesias, Dan Miranda, who's with Blue Oyster Cult, Meatloaf, Queen. I just saw him a couple of weeks ago here in Florida with Gordy Marshall from with the Moody Blues show. I mean, these are world-class musicians, so they grasp things and really very quickly. And so we just get it, so we get it right. And I will tell you something too. There's a pleasure in it. I mean, when you get it right, it's like, there it is. And however long it takes, it takes. And then we've been doing this show for a while now. Some songs come in and out of thought, but songs that were sort of minor hits for the Bee Gees, like I've seen other Bee Gees shows where they do them and they don't get a good reaction. And for our show, you have 90 minutes to do a show. You can't fit the Bee Gees catalog. It's like saying put the Beatles catalog in 90 minutes, or Elvis, or the Stones, or these great bands, Eagles. You can't. You have to do a certain amount of songs. You must do them. That's why the set list stays the same, basically. You can trade stuff in and out. But as far as like trying to get something right, now we work on it and work on it. And every show, I will tell you, is fresh. Nothing is stale. Yeah. Everybody gives everything every single show.
And I want to show a little bit of that show. From my perspective, this is, I want to give video credit to my daughter and and to everyone at the Broadway Theater in Pittman. Let's just take a look. I'm not going to say a word. Let's just watch this.
You come to me on a Saturday.
Wow.
And that's Peter
That's
Mazzeo.
amazing.
Right. So I didn't.
That's how he
I
makes his
didn't.
living.
I don't know what
Love
you guys.
it.
I just saw the beginning. I see a plaything. I don't want to touch anything to mess it up. Do you see a triangle in front of me?
I do not.
All right. Okay. Cool. I don't want to touch anything to mess it up. I don't know what you guys
I
might have
was like,
seen.
wow.
Technology.
Questions, Amelia?
I honestly, I didn't watch any of the video until today. This is my first time watching the video because I wanted to see it firsthand. And from some of the comments that were given, it's like going back in time. And I could tell you, I went back in time.
Well,
Honestly.
let me ask you, please, because what was it? What did we perform that you saw?
The Staying Alive. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it was just like I was like going back in time. I thought I was listening to the Bee Gees right there. It was like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's some crazy range.
I was like,
Thank
oh
you.
my God, it just I went
going
back,
back
like
in
this.
time. You know, Peter mentioned
in time.
something earlier about, you know, people dress for the occasion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take a good look at this. Okay.
Yes.
I dressed for the occasion. Okay?
Look at you.
I dressed for the occasion.
And how did
I
you
got a
get
note
my?
for it. It's a good thing that you didn't see what I had on. You might, in fact, you might have seen, Peter, what I was wearing that night because it was very bright, very loud.
I want to know how did you get that shirt out of my closet? I've been looking for that shirt.
Yeah, well, it's like somebody had said to me. In fact, it's funny. Somebody the night that we went to see you, I had a very loud shirt on, and they said, "Does Elvis know you stole his wardrobe?" I went,
I had to find something from the 70s. I was born in the 70s, so
I have a whole closet full of this kind of stuff. It's really crazy.
I was born
You
in
know?
the 70s, so I had to borrow something.
Yeah, exactly. Peter, one of the things about the show that I notice is that for 6 people, and that's not a large group for a stage that size. For 6 people, you guys have such a tight harmonic sound.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get that in the pocket?
Well, like I mentioned before, and you know, the question of how long did it take, like, to get the harmonies right or get a song tight and all that. We have been playing together for so many years, and the talent, the talent in the band of Manny and Tommy and Tammy and Mike singing. We've all been singing together for so long that, you know, after a while, I have a very dear friend in Scotland, Kevin Skelly, that we write music and stuff, and he plays with a lot of famous people there, and he's a great musician in his own right. And we talk about the bands that we play with and how all of a sudden you all share like the same musical brain.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of like, you look at each other. I mean it. You like look at each other and you go up, I'll go down, you go. And it might not be like what the recording is, but somehow everybody sort of knows where to mesh. Because you play so, and it's not only vocally, it's musically too.
Exactly.
And it's physically too. So I mean, you really do. You play. We as a band, before we did the Bee Gees stuff, I mean, we've been playing together for a very long time. So it's funny, like if you have snafus on stage where something goes wrong or something, you don't freak out. You just look at it now and you go, work through it. And if I have to talk, or someone has to play through something, or the keyboard goes out, or an amp blows, or it doesn't matter. It's very relaxed, because if you're nervous on the stage, the people in the audience get nervous. If you're relaxed on the stage and you're confident on the stage and you know what you're going to present, and it doesn't matter, you go forward. Your creative eye tells you, just go forward and present the show, and it keeps everybody at ease. And you know, it's a level of professionalism is having a continuity of just giving something at a certain level, and you know, no matter what, you keep going. So
Absolutely.
that's what it is.
Peter, do you remember a guy named Jackie Vernon?
Oh, sure, the comedian.
Jackie Vernon was a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
God rest his soul. Yeah, he was a friend of mine. One of
Funny,
the things,
funny guy.
the pieces of advice he gave me about performing, is I said to him, "How do you go out and make everything fresh? How do you like not let your nerves get the best of you? Because you perform in front of thousands of people." He goes, "Well, Wayans, you have to picture everybody naked."
Not the other way around.
That's how Jackie used to talk.
Yeah, right.
And so that's what, and I remembered that, and I'm talking about a long time ago. And
Sure,
I
I
just
know.
remembered, because if you're nervous, the people will know you're nervous. It will show. I promise you, it will show.
Going back to when I just mentioned about Arnie Silva and the stories he told of Bobby Darin and Sammy Davis, he said one of their first shows, he and the Dovells were sitting there, and who is the fella that had 1, 2, 3? Was it Len Barry?
Len Barry.
Right. So Len Barry was no longer with them. So I think Arnie said that there were just the three of them, or however it was configured at that point. He said, and we were sitting on a couch there like this, and Sammy Davis Jr. sticks his head in the room. He's like, "Hey guys," like, they've had hits, but they're looking at Sammy Davis Jr. And he's like, "Are you nervous?" And he said, "We didn't even answer." We were like, "It's just like."
That's funny. I got to tell you. Last week, in fact, it's talking about Sammy Davis Jr. I had the country's #1 Sammy Davis Jr. impersonator on the show.
Oh, really?
And
really, baby, really, man.
And he was a cool cat, man. Very cool cat.
Ruby, baby.
Great guy. And again, we talked about performance and the art of performing. Everybody has their own idiosyncrasies, and I joked about it earlier, but I'm sure you have something that you do either externally or internally to prepare yourself for the stage. Really, you don't?
No, again, just going, I want to finish that point though about being nervous. When the Sammy Davis Jr. thing was, again, he had said to Arnie, and Arnie brought to me, the stage is a circle. And if you're nervous, people hear that. They innately hear. They don't even, they're like, he sounds tenuous. You can't do that. And you know what? With the Bee Gees stuff, you can't be wrong. You can't go out and go out and singing and be like, listen to the crowd. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to be on point. And you have to give the energy, you have to let it out, and the people feel your energy, and you see that. You can only see the first few rows of the audience, if at all. And like when I'm throwing out those first notes, you see people smile, and you see people go, like, they're ready for it, and that's it. I don't have a ritual or anything. Okay. Certain songs, I will tell you, truly to this day, really affect me personally because they remind me of loss of family and friends and stuff, like How Deep Is Your Love?
Oh, yes.
And How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? So those songs, I sing those songs, and I a lot of times, I mean it. I really do. Even to now, I get choked up while singing those songs because
it's interesting that Peter, it's interesting that you mentioned that song in particular. Benny Scala, the guy who wrote that Manscaped commercial, he's in our chat, and he says, "How Deep Is Your Love took me back to to John Travolta riding the train in Saturday Night Fever."
Yep.
He also says, "Peter's an awesome talent. I heard him do Cara Mia, and it was absolutely amazing."
Many years ago at Eisenhower Park with just 60s men. Yeah.
Right? From a fellow Long Islander. Cal, question. Go ahead, Cal. I can see you again. There you are.
What has to be your favorite venue? Like, what would you say is the favorite area that you've performed in?
Good question.
Oh, I have to start. There's so many places that have been so good to us over the years. I mean, we have, you know, one of the great things that's about our show is we have a wonderful retention of that. We have a nice amount of people that come back to see our show over and over again, and they bring friends, as at the Pittman. And but I would say, because we're from Huntington, Long Island, our Huntington people, Northport, Centerport, the support that we get from all the surrounding area of the Paramount in Huntington, which again is now a Live Nation venue. When we first went in there, we had local. I have personal friends who owned it: Dominic Cottagio, Jimmy Condren, Steve Ubertini, Brian Doyle, and they'll be opening another. Brian with partners will be opening another Paramount Theater in Baltimore, October or something like that. But
Beautiful.
that has to be the favorite, because that's where we truly all started, and we owe it all. We truly owe that all to them. Without that groundswell, and without the support of that gives you the. I mean, when we would play at BB King's, people would travel in from Long Island, and when we played at Coney Island with Tavares, the Tramps, Peaches and Herb, and all that stuff.
Oh,
and it was like
all of them.
Oh my God. And it was like a tremendously hot day and stuff. Those people traveled for us, and you can never forget that. So, you know, hometown, Huntington and surrounding has been great for us. So that has to be, you know, the number one for us. You can't forget where you came from.
Well,
Peter, let me introduce everyone. Hold on, Cal. Let me introduce everyone to the New York Bee Gees via their promo package. This is Peter Mazzeo and Company. That's a hell of a promo package, bro.
That is awesome.
That's some good stuff.
Oh, dancing never.
Where are you going to be? Tell everybody where you are, how they can get a hold of you, your social media, all of that stuff, Peter.
Okay, so real quick, our next shows are going to be in New Hampshire, in Castleton, and then we are playing from there. We're going to Plantville. This is in May. May 13th and 14th. May 13th will be in New Hampshire. May 14th we will be in Plantville, Connecticut. And then we have a travel day, and then we will go to the Abergast. I believe the place is called the Abergast, where I think we're almost sold out, if not already sold out, which is great because we've never been to Ohio, Troy, Ohio. And so those are the next three. And then, throughout the year rather, and I have to update our site and all that. And I have to say too, this is very, doing this stuff is very physical as well. If you saw the show, and I jump around a lot, and we want to bring more than just the regular Bee Gees show was always very sort of stoic. Everybody sort of stood there. Barry stood on the left, or sometimes, if you look, I apologize if you're looking at the stage. Barry was on the right, Robin and Morris, and I changed ours up so that I hold the wireless, and Tammy comes out, and we do a lot of movement because we want to just create a lot more energy, both physically and all that too. And to do the show physically, I have a trainer, Tommy Flynn, that keeps me in shape. I mean, he beats the hell out of me 3 or 4 days a week, but you need that because, and Tammy is always on her voice. You need to physically and vocally be in shape to do this stuff. It's not like you're not a weekend warrior, not at all, because even if you have 1 or 2 shows on the weekend, you're leaving on Wednesday or Thursday, you're traveling, you're doing your show. Honestly, it beats the hell out of you. You get home sometimes, you're shot. So to have for me, to have a pro trainer like Tom Flynn and to just keep yourself in shape for this kind of stuff. And I purposely had Tom come to one of our shows so he could see it and understand what I do, because he trains pro athletes. You have to have a very focused, finite kind of approach to it. So that, so it has, we've been doing this going on 13 years. How many bands even stay together? I don't care how professional you are, stay together for that long. Everybody in our show is so dedicated to it in each role to make it, to keep it strong. And that's why I think it'll continue to work for as long as we want it to.
Brother, I am just so grateful that you were able to be here tonight.
Absolutely.
It's just you are an amazing performer.
Thank you. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
I'll tell you what, I can't wait for you guys to come back to the Broadway. I got to wait almost a year for you guys to come back, but
come to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida. I live in Delray Beach. I'm in Delray Beach right now.
Yeah.
I'm in Wesley Chapel, Florida.
Where are you?
Wesley Chapel, Florida. 20 minutes from Tampa.
Oh, you're on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You're probably on St. Augustine,
I'm on the
right?
East Coast. Yeah, but
St. Augustine?
we played there last year, but I have some shows coming up. We'll be in Daytona Beach, and
awesome.
we have some show. Well, I know that's just north of us. I have some shows coming up January, February, March that I'll post, and we're going to be on the West Coast. Please stay in touch with me and come to the show. Absolutely.
What about South Carolina?
I would love
Absolutely.
to.
I'll tell you what, folks. If you get a chance to see the New York Bee Gees live in concert, don't wait. Just buy a ticket, because if you wait, I promise you, there will no tickets to be had. Peter Mazzeo and the New York Bee Gees are a class act.
Thank you.
Good people, great band, music that takes you back in time. If you don't believe that, just ask me. Sure.
Well, listen, just real quick. We will be at the Night Performing Arts Center in Charlotte, which is not far from South Carolina, right? February 6th. We'll be there with our Donna Summer, Jesse Wagner, and she's tremendous. Pardon me?
Excellent. I'll
February
tell you, Peter,
6th.
thank you so much for being here. I have
Thank
to say
you,
goodnight
guys.
to you.
Thank you.
I'll touch base with you in a day or two. I'll give you a holler on the phone.
Anytime, guys. Thank you so much. God bless, and thank you.
Peter Mazzeo from the
I
New
appreciate
York
you. Thank you.
God bless.
Have a good one. Take care, my friend.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
All right. Oh, there we are. Hello. Amelia, you always end up on that side.
Yeah.
Get back over there.
Thank you, Benny.
That was a good one. That was a hell of a show. It's who's show? Oh, Benny. There's Benny. Yes, it was a hell of a show, Benny. Benny, we're going to be reaching out to you shortly there, Ben. Benny will be here, by the way. Friday night, I have a special Friday night show with Benny Scala, and we will welcome our friend, my buddy. He's a friend of the show, a longtime friend of the show, Johnny Whitaker from Family Affair. He'll be here. And Amelia will be with her grandchild, and
eating spaghetti probably
Big Cal will probably be driving Eddie Deason somewhere.
Actually, no,
not this weekend.
No, it's been kind of on a little bit of a hiatus. It'll pick up later in the summer.
There you go. Good stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I love doing shows like this. I really, really do. Gonzo, thank you, Gonzo. We appreciate it, man. Gonzo, you know what? I don't know how well that Chicago style pizza travels, but if you hit me up, I'll get that pie to me somewhere. Somehow we'll do it. We have a programming note. We have a special Wednesday show next week. Pete Wilcox, America's TV Elvis, from Alf, Charles in Charge, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Murphy Brown. He will be here next Wednesday. He and I will be doing a special Wednesday night show, just the two of us. It will not be a fun show. I will tell you that. It will be a very serious show. It will be political in nature.
Don't forget.
Oh yeah, hold on, Mel. We want to tell everybody too. As Amelia was showing you, see this? We have a coffee mugs. If you want them, hit us up. Ask Cal, ask Amelia, ask me. We'll get them to you. You know? Or better yet, why don't you just go over here to our website, because we got a website and all that stuff. So why don't you just do this? Where is it? Here it is. Hot damn, look at this. Look at that. WTBR Radio coffee mugs are available at WTBRradio.podbean.com. See how easy that was? That was easy. Very, very easy. Now, you got to help us out. You got to like and subscribe. Go to youtube.com/@what's-the-buzz-podcast and hit that little bell and be notified when the show is on live, and like us and help us get to that magic number. We're almost there. Mm-hmm. It's funny. We go in spurts with YouTube. We have a love-hate relationship with YouTube. Amelia will tell you that. How long, Amelia?
Oh my God!
Years.
For the past 3 years with me, and I don't know how long with you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Big
Benny
Cal, what do you got coming up, Cal?
Huh?
What do you got coming up?
What do I got coming up? I am going to be picking up somebody on Saturday and taking them to the upstate. Still trying to find out what's going on with some personal family business. And, yeah, nothing really. Yeah.
Okay. Amelia, what do you got coming up?
Just spending more time with my grandbaby and getting ready for her first birthday party coming up.
I'm telling you, that kid, she got
first.
Yeah, her birthday will be in June. Her first birthday coming up. Yes.
I know. Ain't that some crazy stuff?
Yep.
Already,
and Auntie Anita and Uncle Angelo will get some pictures.
God. Yeah, Uncle Angelo here, for real.
Just remember, the moment they start talking is the moment they start talking back.
Yeah. Well, she's already saying mama, so that's a good thing.
Can somebody shove a sock in Cal's mouth? Oh, my God. Cal, keep it positive, my friend. Keep it positive.
Charlie Sheen.
I'm going to just tell Benny to handle my light work, huh?
Hey, what am I going to do with this guy? Holy crap.
Benny, I need your help.
So look at this. Check this out. Look at this. I love this shirt.
A blast from the past.
I need to get one of those.
I'll get them for you.
Yeah, please, because I'm planning on taking Olivia to that show in Charlotte that he's going to be doing. Like, I'm already sold.
Listen to me. I'm very serious. Listen to me very carefully. If and when you go, let me know. I'll let Peter know. Okay? so that you're there and you'll be representing the show when you go. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Anytime you go out among the public, you are representing the Mad Dog and the Pit Bull and What's the Buzz podcast. Okay? So make yourself look good.
Of course.
Might be like $1 or a pittance in the in the works for you. You know? Hey Benny, my age.
Because I told him I had no my light work.
Oh my God! Listen to him. My age has been determined by carbon. Yeah, you and me too, Benny. He's a trip. Well, listen, we have to get out of here because you know what? We had a hell of a show. It's a good time. Good time. We always have a good time here. On behalf of Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, and Big Cal Gator, I am the Mad Dog. Till we see you again, folks. Lord willing, in the creek don't rise, and we hope it rises very slowly. Be good to each other. Be kind. You know what? And I say this on every show. The late Papa DeCipio used to say, tomorrow is promised to no one, so make every day count. And folks, I'm going to tell you what, here lately, when you start feeling the bones cracking and aching and you start to, questioning your mortality, that no truer words were ever spoken than the wisdom of Papa DeCipio, who I miss every day. So, Papa, this one's for you, kid. All right? On behalf, again, for Amelia, for Big Cal, I am the Mad Dog. Take care, folks. We love you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.